I decided to turn lab rat for something that can cause heart issues, depression, hypertension, loss of appetite, weight gain, aging, loss of memory, skin problems, and that thing is sleep.
Anybody over the age of 80 needs an average 8 hours of sleep every night. So if you live to be 68 years old, which is the average Indian lifespan, that is 18,250 days over a period of 50 years, you would have spent 1,46,000 hours sleeping out of a total of 4,38,000 hours. This also means that you should ideally spend 33% or 1/3 of your life sleeping.
अगर आपकी स्लीप रात में ठीक नहीं है तो उसके इफेक्ट आपके दिन को ही मिलेंगे.
Looks like sleep is more important than we give it credit for, right? To look at it more closely, I visited a sleep lab and tracked my sleep.
It's not easy for somebody who's used to be sleeping late at night to be able to sleep at 7:30. But she's trying hard, I believe. If you try hard to sleep, you don't get sleep. She's sleeping well here on this page. Here again she's sleeping all right, sleeping all right, sleeping all right, sleeping all right.
I slipped in and out of sleep pretty much every minute.
But she's starting to enter sleep now. She went into half a minute of sleep, then wakefulness again. She's sleeping now. No noise, please. There's no snoring, not yet.
I sleep about 6 to 7 hours every night on an average. Thanks to social media, work, and the usual things in the life of a millennial, it's less than what it should be. So I maintained a sleep diary for a week, and this is how it went.
Commencing. First day of the sleep diary entry. Even though they tell you not to carry your work home, I have successfully managed to do that by pledging to track my sleep for the upcoming 7 nights. There's nothing unusual that happened today, but I am very, very exhausted, both physically and mentally.
I'm making my sleep diary entry from my workplace. I slept around 2:30 and woke up like 8:30, finally waking up 2 hours later at 10:30.
It's 8:45 in the morning, and yes, I am 45 minutes late from when I was supposed to wake up. My sleep was not disturbed at all. I had a very comfortable sleep, which explains why I'm so happy this morning. Just making these sleep diary entries every night is becoming a little bit of a stressor for my sleep. It's 1 a.m. and it's time for another sleep diary entry. Once again, I overslept, I got late, and there was no time to make a sleep diary entry at home in the morning. So I'm at work now, still feeling very groggy and very low on energy. Over this period of time, I tracked not just my sleep, but my entire lifestyle. What was my diet like? How much junk was I eating? Was caffeine a big part of it? Was I working late? How late and how often? I realized that making even slight changes to any of these factors significantly affected my sleep.
Tracking my sleep taught me a couple of things. Here are 5 takeaways. I sleep better on days that I work out, so tire yourself out before you hit the bed. If I stop my caffeine intake about 2 to 4 hours before bedtime, I sleep better. Having an early dinner helps me fall asleep. But if I feel hungry by the time I go to bed, I cannot sleep. This is because carbohydrates are needed for the sleep-inducing hormone. So don't skip dinner. Nothing helps better than a calm mind. So stay away from technology and screens. And lastly, eating a clean diet and staying away from saturated fats and preservatives just generally helps me stay calm and sleep better.
Indians are not getting enough sleep, according to a survey by Fitbit in 2017. We clock 6 hours 55 minutes every night on an average, making us one of the poorest sleepers in the world.
The incidence of people developing some kind of cancer, it could be any part of the body, is increased when patients have obstructive sleep apnea at night. सुबह जब आप उठते हैं ये ऐसे पेशेंट्स, they are non-refreshed. उनका मन ही नहीं करता कुछ काम करने को या बेड से निकलने को. I get a lot of referrals from our psychiatric colleagues who refer the case to us because the patient has been on treatment for anxiety disorders or anxiety depressive disorders. In rare cases, suicidal tendencies can happen in these cases. Confusional arousal, खासकर यंगर एडल्ट्स में होने के चांसेस होते हैं. वो एकदम से बच्चा या कोई यंग एडल्ट ऐसे उठेगा जैसे कि पता नहीं आखिरी सांस ले रही है उसने.
Though I did not encounter it in these 7 days, I do have a history of sleepwalking. But what is sleepwalking?
Abnormal activity brain की होती है जिसमें कि इंसान सो भी रहा है yet he is doing things जिसमें कि उसको voluntary control नहीं है, yet इतनी awakening भी है कि वो more often than not he would not run into the wall. We confirm that in our sleep lab that the patient is not awake, yet there is movement. So there is a dissociation between these two. There is no issue of sleep in 70% or 65% of India. It is only in the urban and semi-urban areas where the issue is more prominent, and it is even more prominent where the people are actively and hectically involved in their work schedule, or with their entertainments, or with their internet and stuff. Insomnia, for example, is anything from 15 to 25% at some stage in your life, and more often it is in middle and older age group.
After tracking my sleep for a week and the way it was affecting everything else in my life, I'm actually going to bed at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Well, it's also partly because I'm supposed to be up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, but at least it's a start, right? So on that note, good night.